Hey, you guys, MHN by Terra M here, Goddess Intuition. I hope you all are doing fabulous, honey, because I am. So, shout out to the people that's been subscribing to my YouTube channel, Terra Goddess Intuition. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes, I've been missing in action due to my spiritual growth. Um, I haven't been posting as often. However, I've been posting just not that often. And that leads me to the title of this video, which can be many of things. You guys know I don't ever stay on subject. I always go from topic to topic because my mind is forever running. Okay. I don't like to stay on one subject because it gets boring after a while. You can only say so much. However, um, our spiritual journey is tailor made for us. And our body, our environment, and just even esoteric knowledge will allow us to see things from a higher perspective. And whatever perspective that may be for you, it could be different for someone else. And so you want to be able to really take the time that you need to yourself, because just as well as we can go on Google, find out what a the definition of a word can be, it's the same thing when it comes to internal information. It's in our DNA, it's in our Akashic records, right? And so um it's in the bloodline, it's in ancestral bloodline. And so when we talk about those things, it's more so introspective, meaning that you have to go within, you have to be able to be by yourself and take that sacred time to yourself. And that space, a lot of people feel like, well, I want to be by myself, but I don't know how to be by myself. And you have to really understand where that comes from, understand why you feel like that. And so it has everything to do with your shadow work, and you going really within just to figure out, why do I feel like I can't be by myself? What's the problem? What's the issue? There has to be something to make me feel like that. It could be abandonment issues, it can be codependency, it can simply just mean that you've never been a person that never been by themselves. And how do you feel when you have to be by yourself is really the question, you know. And why can you be by yourself, and how do you feel by yourself? And I think that it's really important that physically we get down to the bottom of what's going on deep within, so that we're able to have a journey of bliss and happiness. Will it be like that all of the time? No. However, I can tell you that when you do conquer and face those internal issues and wounds and everything else, then your spiritual journey will be a little bit more easier. I don't want to say that it will be it won't be challenging, because it will. You know, with all things comes, you know, challenge and different things that we have to face. However, it will make things a little bit more better, is what I want to say, right? And so let's think about religion and where it comes from, or just different origins of certain things. It comes from a scarcity or a mindset of survival, or just a really in a box type of. It could be anything. Again, religion, it could be spirituality. You got some people that will run to spirituality because they are tired of living the church life, or they're tired of being I guess underneath a doctrine. But sometimes people don't realize that when you go from one doctrine, you go to the next. Okay. And that can be within the Black community, it could be a conscious community, it could be some sort of movement. And so when you really take part in certain things, you have to really ask yourself, am I comfortable? Am I able to be me? Because I don't want to be a part of something that I have to um it's I'm not being who I am. And we are multi beings, right? And so that means that we're able to be in a space, be in a location, and receive knowledge from other places, higher places. you know, um, am I able to be that wherever I am in life? Am I able to be me? You know, And I think it's a big struggle for some people because it's really, it seems like it's easy because I guess it's a trend, and you see a lot of people like, yeah, I'm spiritual and I'm on this journey, da 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 da. Of course the world is changing. However, then you have those that really understand that all things has to change. You have to have evolution, you have to have growth, you have to have um if you want to correct some things, you have to be able to align yourself again. And it's every day. It's every day. And you know any spiritualist person will tell you that nature is unpredictable, right? The world is unpredictable. And so why do you feel like you have to be a certain type of way or look a certain type of way? You understand what I'm saying? And that plays a big part when you think about spirituality. Anybody can go get a candle and burn it, or anybody can go get a crystal. Anybody can go get a deck of tarot cards. What does that mean to you, though? You understand what I'm saying? What does it mean to you? You know, you could have been a person that always received information, whether you found yourself being a part of the congregation in church or not. When you think back on your life, it's going to be key points, and it's going to be a background of, oh wow, I remember this. Yeah, I remember that I was able to see this and see that before it even happened, right? And so that helps you when you're on your spiritual journey. That helps you understand that this have always been you, right? You probably wasn't aware, or you probably didn't know certain terminologies or certain type of the language, of spiritual people, if you want to say that. And but when you do go back and really look, you're going to realize like, hey, I've always been this. I've always been able to see things before it happened, or I've always been a person that um I've always had dreams, and my dreams always came to pass, or just certain things like that. And that will give you more confidence. That will allow you to see yourself as capable, especially if you're thinking about spiritual practices or getting involved with spiritual practices and healing work, or even root work and shadow work. And that leads me to the next topic, which is we're dual in nature, duality. So it's whether you see it as good or bad, it's everything. It's everything in one. And how you see that is tailor made for you. You have some people that are vegan, you have some people that still eat meat. Um, either or isn't wrong or right. It's how you see it. You know, yes, we know that um, even in nature, that you have the good and you have the bad. So you have to take the good and the bad, and you have to mix it all up in a pot. And whatever works for you, it works for you. What is good and what is bad, you know? Um, it's like being able to see things and being able to align yourself with who you are, though. What one spiritual teacher may teach may not be what you have even gone through or ever even will go through. You know what I'm saying? And so your experience will be different, and so that means that you will teach somebody else something different. You understand what I'm saying? You have some people that only talk about astrology. They don't talk about mental illness or what's seen as mental illness. You have some people that only talk about science. They don't talk about um, mythical creatures, or they don't talk about mystical or occult things, right? And so it's all about having an understanding, and more so understanding who you are and where you fit, but not really trying to fit. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Different philosophies come about throughout the years. Things is changing. Things are transforming. Death and rebirth. You know, and so when we think about those things, it's really, um, what do you get out of it? You know, um, you could be learning something new about a goddess, or you could be learning something new about a god that was here before, or what people may have perceived that was here before, you know, just from one click of Google. So you may resonate with different characteristics, but that doesn't mean that, hey, okay, this spiritual being is just that being. It's not the same anymore. One God that you may have read about in a some sort of book may have transformed themselves to be something else. That's how we are. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? And just don't get focused on one certain thing. Spirituality is a lifestyle. It's everything in one. It's how you live your life. Who are you? What's your signature? You know, when you leave from here, what will people remember? How you show up in the world. And so when you think about those things, you don't want to be seen as just this person that have been, or so-called had, different labels, but they're not living right. You could still be spiritual and you could still live. You have some people that are so religious that they don't have fun anymore, they don't smile anymore, and I'm not coming down on those kind of people, but hey, everything is not literal. You know what I'm saying? I look like this today, I guarantee you I'm going to look different tomorrow. And you have to be able to have fun with it. You have to be able to, it's like being a kid again. Your dreams, the things that you love to do. you know are you happy with being who you are? Are you happy with that right now in this very moment? Because if you're not, then, and if you want to call for change, then you have to be able to, take yourself out of being seen as one way, you know, because a lot of us, we can all look the part. Again, I can go put on black, and have this dark, sultry look and say, yes, I'm a goddess. That's who I am, and it's like, yeah, you can do all of that, but who you are deep inside is what really matters. Your signature. Oshun don't need help being Oshun. She's who she is. You know, whether you want to say that she's a part of your ancestral or your soul group or whatever, it's an essence. You know, even if you identify with some of the characteristics as Oshun, good, but you always have your own signature. That's the thing. You always have your own signature if you allow yourself to go that deep and to realize that, right? So I just wanted to bring this short little video. It's not that long, of course, but there will be many more to come, and I will talk to you guys later. Just something to think about. But I'm here, okay? And also check out my other YouTube channel, MHN by Terra M Beauty. Okay, check out the slate. Yes, honey. Yes, God. Get into it. Along with the black metal nails. Okay. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later.